Australian university students are outsourcing their assignments as cost of living pressures bite, and experts say it could have dire consequences once they enter professional life. Contract cheating, whereby students pay someone else to complete their assignments for them, is becoming more prevalent. Watch in the video above, thousands of students caught up in cyber attack. Watch the latest news on Channel 7 or stream for free on 7 Plus websites advertise the services, in some instances promising a 1,000-word essay that will pass plagiarism audits, for as little as $20. The University of Western Australia's Dr. Guy Curtis told 7 News. Com.au that, from his research, as many as 1 in 10 students was committing the offence. Of those, 95% were not being caught. Curtis, who co-edited the soon-to-be-published book Contract Cheating in Higher Education, said students who spoke English as a second language were more likely to cheat. "It's hard to study at university," he said. "It's even harder to study when it's not your first language. So that just amps up the pressure for students to either put themselves in a position where they think they can't do a good enough job, or they need help. Get ready to pay more while you're being paid less." Universities have strict requirements, particularly for international students, to prove their proficiency in English before being accepted to a course. One test employed by many institutions is the International English Language Testing System. But some applicants are circumventing this screening by paying someone else to take the test for them. The other thing is, when students are there and if they get past those things, we need to be, ideally, picking up on students who have poor English and helping them, Curtis said. Otherwise, we should be picking up on students who have unsatisfactory English and discontinuing their enrollment. Another contributing factor, he said, is students grappling with the rising cost of living. With accommodation, food and education expenses rising with increasing inflation, students are needing to work more hours. That means they have fewer hours to study and, with deadlines creeping up, feel the need to outsource their assignments. According to the federal government's Study Australia website, students should budget for up to $700 per week for expenses not related to accommodation, including groceries, bills and transport. The Department of Home Affairs has financial requirements for international students to acquire a visa to study in Australia. Students and guardians require more than $21,000 to even be considered for a visa. Inflation also currently sits at 6.1% and is expected to have risen again when updated data is next released in October. Curtis said students are commonly introduced to contract cheating online. There are websites out there where students can post a question and get an answer within about 20 minutes, Curtis said. Now, if they're taking an online test and they've got an open deadline or something like that, they can just take all the questions, pop them onto one of these websites, get someone else to give them all the answers, and then pop all those answers into the test that they're taking. A quick Google search will uncover several dozen pages that offer contract cheating services. Some advertise the sale of a personalized essay as being able to be used at the buyer's discretion. But Curtis warns that the problem could get out of hand quickly. Last month, students studying medicine at Oxford University were forced to resit an exam over allegations of cheating in circulating information. The 6-year degree is ranked as the best medical degree in the world by Times Higher Education and is one of the most competitive to enroll in. Dr. Sonia Thompson, the chairman of examiners, wrote that it was impossible to know how many students cheated, so the whole year would have to resit the exam. "You know, if it can happen at Oxford University's medical school, then the chances of it not happening in other places are pretty much zero," Thompson said. "But what are the consequences of contract cheating? It might not present initially," Curtis conceded, "but eventually a student who doesn't know their stuff could graduate. It's really scary because you would hope that a doctor would know what they're doing, for example," he said. And finally, thank you all for watching the video. Please like and comment your opinion so we can discuss together. Don't forget to subscribe, press the bell to follow and update many other interesting news. See you in the next videos. Goodbye.